we are going to be making small batches of made-to-order ice cream for each customer by using liquid nitrogen. And with our donuts, we're going to have an automated donut maker that will be able to make from start to finish donuts right in front of the customers. We will have a wide array of flavorings and toppings that people can choose from for both. One of my biggest goals and the reason why I want to create something so unique is because I want to bring more foot traffic to downtown Pottsville. All right, there we go. So we know we could bring more tourism to the area. The reason we know this is because there is only one liquid nitrogen shop in the whole state of Pennsylvania, and it's in Pittsburgh. We have liquid nitrogen shops all over the United States, like New York, Virginia, Maryland, Florida, California, and so on, but we have the advantage to be the first in the northeast of Pennsylvania. We already have a lot of consumers coming to downtown Pottsville for some really awesome food options. We would be able to have those people stay in downtown Pottsville longer with our sweet treats. We also want to create more jobs in the area. I will be starting as a full-time employee and bringing 4 part-time employees to start. As we grow and we get into our busy season this summer, I'll be looking to bring on 1 or 2 more part-time people. College and high school students who are looking for some summer work would be perfect fit for this. Ice cream and donuts is such a simple concept. How will we make this work? Surprisingly, there are a lack of options with ice cream and donuts in downtown Pottsville. You can see here pictured, I have some donuts and ice cream I made. So our plan is to be open all year round with tag teaming ice cream and donuts. We'll be able to be not just a seasonal ice cream shop, but remain open for the whole year. We also want to bring investment into Pottsville. The way we're going to do this is by taxes, paying EIT, mercantile, and property tax. We'll also be increasing property value by doing renovations and in the future additions to the property. At this point, you're probably wondering who I am. Again, my name is Faith Young, and pictured with me is my husband, Sam. We are both not originally from Pottsville. I'm from Lancaster and he's from Hamburg. I've lived in Pottsville for a little over 10 years and he's lived in Pottsville for 4. I have a degree in business administration with marketing as a minor. And I have close to 10 years of baking experience. Sweet treats have always been a comfort for me. Anytime I'm really stressed out or going through something, it's just something I go to. It brings me a lot of joy and passion. And that's something I want to give back to Pottsville. I want that joy, the smiles on their faces when they see it and they eat those sweet treats. So you're probably wondering where this is going to be. I currently own 122 Mahantango Street. For those unfamiliar, this is 2 blocks from Yingling Brewery and right across the street from the newly built parking garage. So there's already a lot of foot traffic in that area that we can take advantage of. I also want to give you an idea of what our design will be like. We're looking at fun colors, as that's usually what people associate ice cream and donuts with. We'll also have some dark greens and plants and some gold metal accents. We'll also have a fun neon sign that people will be able to take pictures of ice cream and donuts in front of, maybe post them, maybe get some free advertising. I also want to make sure that our space is aesthetically pleasing and mature enough for an older demographic, but also fun and playful enough for a younger demographic. We don't want anyone to feel like they can't come in, like they don't fit. We want to make sure that we can do this financially. So here we have projected sales numbers. For our first year, we're projecting just a little over 200,000. Our third year, just a little over 275, and our third, 350. Our financial goal is to bring back 15 cents for every dollar we spend, so 15% margin. And obviously, you don't make money until you open. So our goal is to be open by March of 2023. How we're going to make these numbers work is, here we have an idea of what our traffic and average spending is going to be like. For our first year, we're looking at 13 customers per hour, spending about $7 per customer. The way I came up with that number is, with ice cream, you're looking at $3.75 starting, and then with donuts, you're looking at, for a dozen, like $15, up to $15. And we anticipate about 50 to 75% of our consumers buying ice cream, so that's how I came up with that number. How we're going to make these numbers work is by having a large social media presence. Especially after COVID, everyone's doing online ordering. It's everywhere. So we want to be able to create eye-grabbing photos and videos so people know what we are about. I also want to be able to have an easy website, user-friendly website that people can go on to, order online, pick it up in the store. We'll also be doing some sort of donuts. We're going to be having donuts on delivery apps as well. And with our increasing foot traffic, we're looking at being open about, to start, 5.5 days a week, 10 hours a day, and we're looking to increase that as time goes on. Startup costs, so most of our winnings from Launch Pottsville will go towards our startup costs. For our ice cream mixers and our liquid nitrogen dispensers, we're looking at $7,274 for two. Our donut fryer is going to be $10,269. We're looking at a hood, exhaust, ventilation system, which we average around 15. We'll also be bringing in $26,000 of our own money towards this. And we will be using a building we already own for the shop. So, let's stop talking about ice cream and donuts and let's have some. So I have here, my husband's going to help me. We have some donuts. Thank you, babe. So these are for you guys to try. And unfortunately, I don't have enough for everyone. I'm sorry. So as he dishes that out, I am going to do a demonstration for you guys of the liquid nitrogen. I'm going to see if I can try to get this on. There. So these are cake donuts. They are not yeast, they're cake donuts, just so you guys know. Okay. Perfect. Yep. Awesome. I love that one. All right, so I am going to make ice cream for you guys to get the full royal treatment. So I'm going to take this off. So with me is a milk base. We're going to be offering yogurt, non-dairy options, but for today it's just going to be milk. Also, we're going to be offering a wide array of flavors, but just for today I have vanilla. So our first step, we're going to add the base in. There we are. All right, I'm gonna let that mix for a little bit. So, in this container, I have liquid nitrogen. Liquid nitrogen has a freezing point of 210 degrees Celsius, pretty cold. When mixed with ice cream, it freezes it in usually under a minute. So I'm going to add that in. So it's going to start to mix with the ice cream and harden it. And then I'm going to add our topping, which I have chocolate chips. And just like that, we have ice cream. So, because the liquid nitrogen freezes the ice cream in such a short amount of time, it creates a creamier, denser ice cream. So, if my husband wants to come up and dish this out, so we have spoons there. Okay, no worries. All right, who wants ice cream? Definitely.
I've been waiting like a year. So.
Yeah. Sabas is getting some. He deserves some.
I've been waiting like
All right. So if you want to take some of these. So liquid nitrogen ice cream is not a new concept. In the 80s, a scientist discovered the wonders of mixing liquid nitrogen and ice cream. And since then, we have seen all types of chains of liquid nitrogen ice cream shops, as well as independent liquid nitrogen ice cream shops. So obviously tonight I made a big batch for all of you, but this is going to be made to order. So we're going to do small batches for each customer. This one is just getting all those bullets. All right. There we go. Is that the last one? Okay, 2 more. Go. One more. You can take that one. What do you guys think? Good?
Good, sir.
Oh,
Yeah,
all of a sudden. That sounds like a political kickback to me. We don't do that. While you guys are enjoying your delicious treats, do you have any questions you can ask without a huge mouthful of ice cream? I believe all the questions were answered by the tasty treats. I know that would be my answer. I'm good. That looks phenomenal. I mean, she was doing magic tricks up here. I mean, that's pretty insane. That's awesome. No. Close out.
Alright, well thank you guys so much. This has been like such an amazing experience. I've learned so much, especially from Sabas. I mean, it's been incredible. So I appreciate all of you guys, the journey to get here. It's been wonderful. So thank you guys.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Sam, for being the greatest assistant. All right, well, that's all 4 of the presentations, and you now have a treat to take with you. The judges are going to deliberate and come back with their answer. Now, we do not have a specific timeline on this, but I will tell you it will be expeditious. Correct, everyone? So what we'll do is when we get the heads up that they have made their decision, I will give a quick 2-minute warning. And again, just try to get back. Do your best. So with that in mind, thank you to, again, all 4 unbelievable presentations. Thank you so much. So judges, get to work. Everyone else, enjoy some drinks, enjoy some food.